Well, happy July 4th, everybody. If it's something you celebrate, I am here in Quoddy Head State Park, right here along the Atlantic coast, part of the Bold Coast in Maine. This is the easternmost point in the United States. And I brought the Intrepid 8x10. Going to do some, shoot some 8x10 along the coast here. There's a couple places where you can hike and get a little bit of a lookout over the coast. And it's hot. It wasn't supposed to be hot in Maine, but it's nearly 90, which is crazy. But the air is a lot cooler here next to the ocean. And so let's get out and shoot some film. I only brought 4 sheets of film with me, so it probably won't be a very long day, but there are some beautiful spots here along the coast, along the trail, where you can get overlooks into the ocean, and hopefully we'll get some good shots. There is a small fee for the park, which I don't mind paying. It helps the upkeep of the park. They do a really good job of keeping this place up. It's so clean and so nice. So the first thing I thought I'd do is walk over to the lighthouse, get some photos there. The original lighthouse was constructed, I believe, in 1808. I think if I remember right, this is the 3rd iteration, and it was the late 1830s. I'll have to see what kind of history I can find on the lighthouse and maybe pop it in the video here. There are a number of whales that can be seen from the coast. My wife and I went on a whale watching journey yesterday, and we were lucky enough to see some minke whales off of the coast. We saw 2 different kinds of seals, minke whales, numerous bald eagles, and a lot of other cool stuff. Just a short walk from the parking lot for the trailheads is the lighthouse. Okay, here I am standing with the lighthouse behind me. There's a little hill here that kind of framed it up for portrait orientation on the 8x10. And I think I'll be able to get most of the building, all of the lighthouse, and then some of the ocean in the shot. And this little hill kind of provides a little bit of a higher vantage point. So I think I'll sacrifice being able to get all of the building for the higher vantage point. And then I think we'll also be able to crop out the car that's parked there. But shooting Ilford Delta 100 today. So I'll get the Intrepid 8x10 set up. Set the Intrepid 8x10 up. Took exposure of the lighthouse. Shot at f/45 with a couple neutral density filters on. It was about a 3-second exposure with reciprocity. It was so hot up by the house that thought I'd come down here next to the ocean and bring the Intrepid 8x10 with me, of course, and shoot some down here. The air coming off the ocean is so much cooler. It feels so good. The only bad thing is that I did not bring any insect repellent with me, and the biting flies are drawing blood. The flies are pretty bad, but the Intrepid is doing very well. I don't think I've mentioned it to anybody yet, but I did buy the bail back for the Intrepid. You know, I had the Intrepid and shot it. I liked it. It's easy to set up. It's light. It's easy to carry. But I had a hard time getting my film holders in and out of the camera. It's like I would almost move the camera, putting the film in and out. I didn't like it. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to be any easier. And then they came out with the bail back for the 8x10. And I thought, okay, maybe that's the answer. And I gotta tell you, it is so much easier to put film in and out of the camera. I will likely use this camera a lot more now. I'll be honest, I was on the fence about maybe I should just sell it, cut my losses on it. But putting it down in the backpack and carrying it on these trails, it is pretty mobile. And as far as movements go, I think it's got all the movements that I want to do. I 3D printed a lens board adapter for it so that I can use some of my other lenses that have the Linhof lens board on it. And it seems to be going okay. So time will tell. We'll have to wait until I'm home from Ohio, or home to Ohio from Maine, to develop the film and see if they come out or not. So I don't know. I've got 2 more sheets to shoot, and as long as I can stand the flies, I think I'll head up the trail just a little bit and shoot a little bit more. So yeah, this is the bail back that I was mentioning earlier, but just pull the lever. It makes it super easy. Get the film in and out, and then just get the film back loaded, close the lever down. It's so much easier than fighting with the spring back. I mean, I was grateful that the spring back held the film in as well as it did. Man, I just could not get the film back in it without moving the camera. So hopefully this was worth the investment. It's so much easier to shoot, so I guess we'll see. This being our first time to Maine, really didn't know what we were getting into, and did a little bit of YouTube research. And one of the things that I found kind of interesting was that they call this part of Maine the Bold Coast. And I thought, why is that? And one of the videos we saw, the guy had a funny kind of anecdote, and he said, if you want the pansy sandy Maine, go south. But if you want the bold coast, you know, what really personifies Maine, go north. And this is what the bold coast is. There are no sandy beaches here. At best, you get a rocky shoreline, but the jagged rocks they're no joke, and they're beautiful. And hopefully a couple of the sheets that I shot on 8x10 will show that. So the Intrepid itself isn't a heavy camera, but when you're traversing terrain like this, it feels like anything's heavy. Pardon my being out of breath. I came down that hill to see if maybe there was a good shot over here, and you know what? I gotta go back because I didn't really want to go any further. And there was already a couple good opportunities back that way, so heading back. So I wasn't 100% sure on the previous sheet that I shot at the Lighthouse if I did a double exposure or not. So I thought, just to be safe, I had 1 more sheet left to shoot. I would just shoot the Lighthouse from a different angle.